Hvaležno pozdravljeni in dobrodošli. Danes boste spoznali gosta, ki k nam prihaja iz Litve. Zanimivo zgodbo, prihaja namreč iz družine zdravilcev. Na kakšen način pomagajo ljudem in kakšne metode pri tem uporabljajo, pa tudi od kod njegovo navdušenje nad tako zelo preprosto zadevo, kot so minerali. Lepo pozdravljeni in dobrodošel. Hi and welcome to Slovenia, Karolis.
Hello, Jasmine. Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. It was a last-minute thing, so I'm very grateful we have you here today. So, what is your story? You were put in all these health things, health areas from a very young age, actually. What's the story behind?
Long story short.
Yeah.
Simply said, minerals changed my life, like literally. I was sick 3 times a year, and after we found out about the trace minerals, and we tried it, I started not to sick. I started to be healthy for longer periods, and healthiness gave me consciousness to evolve and to live a better life.
Mm-hmm. This affected your whole family, right? Especially your mother.
Yes, so my mother was, she is a doctor, but she was working with the pharmacy for 20 years. And after 20 years, when my sister got birth, she decided to move on to the healthy products. Mm-hmm. And we searched for some time to look for trace minerals, and we found them in the United States, in Utah. And she felt that she needed to try these products. We shipped them from the Utah, and everybody tried on ourselves, on our family. And as I mentioned before, it changed my life, and we saw that this is a huge potential for everybody to consume it, to use it.
You said you were sick for 3 times a year. Most of the people think that is normal, but it's not really normal to be sick 3 times a year, right?
Yes, exactly. The same thought came to my mind, that it's normal to be sick because it's coughing or have a flu. It's normal, and sometimes people just waiting to be sick because they don't need to work at that intent. But as we all know, the quality of life, it's not being sick, but being consciousness and healthy. And trace minerals help me to achieve that.
So trace minerals, this is something we all need, and this is something we all had before the intensive farming. Now food is not as rich with minerals, vitamins and other stuff. But the trace minerals you are actually talking about, and Slovenians already know now for a few years, what are they about? Why Utah? Don't we have something in Europe?
Actually, in Europe there is very down the ground, and Utah has an open sea, which is also volcanic. And the volcans already have all the chemical minerals, chemical palette for our body needs, and it's they took an advantage of it, I believe, and they just easily harvesting from the open sea. Of course, there's techniques to evaporate some minerals we don't need, something like natrium, but. They provide it as a supplement to all the world. And we have this case in Lithuania because we wrote European Union funds to provide us with funding, and we established the technology to make something similar as trace minerals have. And that cost almost 10 years ago, almost 5 million.
Wow.
Yeah, it was too much, and it's only experimental. We don't know if we have it or no. So we didn't get the funding, and that's how we started to collaborate with trace minerals very much.
So it's not the same if we get in our bodies, because we have to add the minerals, right? It's not the same if we just buy synthetic stuff like magnesium and all the other minerals we need in very, very small amounts. Or we take a trace mineral which is already filled with different kind of minerals. So it's not the same, like taking some pills and some powders, or taking something like a few drops of trace minerals.
I can give a simple example. For example, like magnesium has 4 different forms. And ionic form, which is soluble in water, is one of the forms. And professionals say that, professors that say that ionic form is the smallest form, which is natural and in our earth. What is interesting about trace minerals that all the ionic minerals are in one crystal. It's not like combined in one water, but it's one mineral crystal, and our body absorbs it very well.
Like a natural magic cocktail of
Yes,
nature.
yes, and it could be absorbed through our skin, through our digestive system. Yeah, it's easy to absorb.
So this is actually something that people recommend, especially to people that have a bunch of problems, like with alkalization, or maybe with heart issues and all sorts of stuff. This is something that is already very popular in Slovenia for summertime to prevent a stroke, and something that is very popular in winter time to help the kidneys. What are your experiences with these trace mineral drops?
Because the dominant is magnesium, we can say that it helps with tiredness and fatigue. Of course, it helps release stress after work. And I usually use it, I just have my 1 liter bottle. I just pour 30 drops of trace minerals, and I'm drinking whole day. So it helps me to be relaxed, but also energetic. Because ionic minerals has an energetic field, and our cells also has energetic field. And it depends on the cell, but plus and minus attracts itself. So that's why the absorption comes in very high percentage. Some will say that it's 99.9%, because it just attracts itself as 2 magnets together. Yeah.
It's like someone said to me that after drinking it for a few days, they felt like the electric was, that electric current was getting on, that they felt the electric current again in the body. Is this something like, what do you think about this?
And it's true. And trace minerals have this video on YouTube. They comparing trace minerals with the light bulb.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us more.
Yeah, and they have 2 electrolytes, plus and minus, which needs to light bulb shine. And they put it in apple, and apple shines for some seconds. They put it in other supplements, they shine for some seconds. But if they put in trace minerals, it shines forever. Like, it's literally shining, and it's not stopping. So the idea of energy and energetic field, it's real and it's proven. It's on YouTube. Everybody can watch it.
I was actually surprised when I saw a bunch of TikToks and Instagram stories of people that are very into the old anti-age, not just anti-age, but new age stuff, you know, like meditating and things like that, and talking about all these fields and raising the consciousness. And they are talking about, yeah, I do take this because it helps me with meditation. It helps me with just being present in the body and not just having a feeling like you're a hamster on the wheel all the time, like just being late, hurrying up.
Yeah, it helps to be present. As my master, because I'm also a meditation guy, as my master say, if you want to meditate, you need to take care of your body. So when you take care of your body will let you meditate. And it's exactly what we're doing here. Trace minerals are taking care of our body, and it gives us opportunity to meditate and to spread our consciousness during the meditation.
Thank you so much. V nadaljevanju nadaljujeva in izveste še kakšno zadevo, o čem pravzaprav govorimo, sicer pa preverite tudi Klepet ob kavi.si, kjer lahko najdete številne zadeve, ki takšne minerale v ionskih oblikah in v sadovih tudi vsebujejo.